auto-emptying charging station has two modes of operation for emptying the dust bag: manual and auto mode. To empty the dustbin on your LG Cord 0A9 compressor stick vacuum, place it in the auto-emptying charging station. Make sure the dust container lid on the A9 vacuum is properly closed and sealed before mounting it on the auto-emptying charging station. The battery charge terminals on the vacuum must contact the connectors on the auto-emptying charging station. When the vacuum is placed correctly in the station, a chime will sound. Once the vacuum is properly seated into the charging station, press the Start/Stop button on the control panel to empty the vacuum's dustbin. A short melody will play. The emptying indicator icon will illuminate and the auto-emptying charging station will begin to empty the vacuum's dustbin. The auto-emptying charging station will take a few moments to empty the dustbin. Do not touch or pull out the A9 vacuum during the dust disposal operation. It may cause an injury or product failure. If you start the dust emptying process by mistake, cancel it by quickly pressing the Start/Stop button while the melody is still playing. Once the melody stops and the dust emptying starts, you cannot cancel the function. When it's finished, a short melody will play. The dustbin on the vacuum will close, and the emptying indicator icon will turn off. The auto mode setting. By default, the auto-emptying charging station is set to auto mode. Press the auto mode button to switch between the auto and manual dust emptying modes. The auto mode icon will illuminate when the auto mode is on. When the auto mode is on, the dust emptying operation starts automatically whenever the vacuum cleaner is properly inserted into the auto-emptying charging station. If you have pets in the home, use the compressor lever to compact pet hair and dander as much as possible. The contents of the dustbin should not exceed the max line. Properly reseat the A9, press Start/Stop on the charging station to empty the A9 dustbin. The dustbin may not be emptied completely under certain conditions: very full, contains long hairs, A9 vacuum not seated properly in the charging station, etc. Prevent the dustbin from closing properly, causing dust and debris to spill out into the charging station. If this occurs, remove the dust bag, clean in and around the charging station. For best results in areas with extra hair or pet dander, empty the vacuum dustbin more often during cleaning. If some debris still remains in the dustbin after emptying it manually, use the charging station to empty it. Depending on the model, previous LG Cord 0A9 compressor stick vacuums may be compatible with the auto-emptying charging station. Check the auto-emptying charging station's requirements before you purchase an LG A9 auto-emptying charging station separately. Here are some things to remember. The auto-emptying charging station needs to be set on an even and flat surface before you begin the process of emptying the vacuum's dustbin container. The vacuum's extension pipe needs to be fully retracted before placing it in the auto-emptying charging station. The vacuum and charging station's electrode connectors need to make contact in order for the dust disposal operation to work properly. Do not try to remove the vacuum cleaner during the dust disposal operation or when it's paused. Doing so may cause injury or product failure. Do not put foreign objects in the dust suction area of the unit. Only place the vacuum in this area. If power loss occurs during the dust disposal operation, while the vacuum is mounted, the vacuum will not move until the power is restored. Wait until the settings on the charging station's control panel are reset. Although the auto-emptying charging station has an indicator to remind you when to replace the dust bag, the actual need to replace the dust bag will vary depending on your usage and environment. Check the fullness of your dust bag at least every 2 to 3 weeks and replace it as necessary.